I gotta unmute myself if I want to talk to you guys. All right, we're getting close to the time where I'm going to get started. We've got one thing. Let's see, did it? All right, there you go.
Excuse me, Miss Prince, that looks like exactly like your classroom in school.
I was wondering if I should try and make one that looks like what we're used to, or should I do something different? But I kind of went with what I know.
Like the board, and then there's the wall, and then the carpet is right beside the wall.
I know. I missed the classroom. Let me ask you guys, you can just give me a thumbs up. Is Fiona in your homeroom?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay, thank you. All right, I've lost a window. I really lost a window. How did I lose a window? That window's over there. That window, there we go. Go ahead, Ron. But you got to unmute yourself too. There you go. I can't hear you, darling. Ryan, it says you're unmuted, but I can't hear you, baby. I mean, if you need to, type your question in the chat box. It'll be okay that way. All right, my friends. If you have not had the chance, well, that's what I'm going to show you right now. So if you have not had the chance, join us. I'm going to write this in the chat box. Join us in Nearpod. Our code is NPHIT. So I'm going to stop sharing for a moment. I'm going to close that window, close it all together. And then if you couldn't join us, it's okay. I'm going to show you what we're doing in the share screen again. So share that. There we go. So if you have already previewed the video that we're going to be working on, then you might know some of this already, but if you haven't, I'm going to walk you through the activity that we will do today. But I need to make a note to somebody in the chat box that they need to head to another class. All right, so this is going, oh, yeah. All right, so we're going to talk about what we're going to do for our second week in school. If you watched the video last week, then you remembered that we learned a little bit about me. We talked about our expectations. We talked about when we have art. So you guys have art on Monday this time, which means next Monday you'll actually go to another class and you'll have a recording on Friday. And then 2 weeks from now, you'll come back into art, but you'll come back on a different day. Class expectations, and you guys are being awesome with this so far. You have used your student name, even if you didn't have your, Sarah joined in with her mom's name, but hey, I knew it because I saw your last name. I knew it was you. So that's awesome. Last week I had someone named Cake try to get into my class, and I said I had to text them or chat with them and say, I'm sorry, I can't let you in if I don't know who your student name is. You got your cameras on, which is awesome because it means I get to see some of you, and I haven't seen some of you in so long. And then some of you I am meeting for the first time. So hello, welcome. It is nice to see everybody's faces. And then you've been on time. We only have 30 minutes or so, so I do want to, be able to get things going with us. And I am not going to worry about supplies for today's lesson because it's going to all be online. Just a second, Amna, and I will get to you. What's up, Amna?
Before I was telling that the Google Classroom wasn't working, but I figured it out.
Okay, I'm glad you did. All right, so today's lesson, don't worry about watch the video. You're in the thing right now. There is a Google form for you guys to work on, but again, that's something you can do later. We're going to check on the Google Classroom. So I'm going to pull up my website and see if anybody has been able to join. If you can't join right now, it's okay. You don't have to join immediately. It's something there for you. But look at that. You guys have 8 students in your Google class, which means you now have the most students in any of my Google classes. Good job. Good job. So then we're going to talk about something called AutoDraw. This is a website that I thought would make for a really fun activity for our second week because it's something that everybody will be able to work with, and you should be able to access it pretty easily, especially now that you guys are getting into the Google Classroom. So this is going to show up on your screen. I'm going to go ahead and click Start Drawing. AutoDraw is a computer program where the computer tries to figure out what you've drawn. So I'm going to hit Start Drawing, and I will go through the tools in just a moment. But the first thing you want to do is you'll make sure that you've hit this one button called AutoDraw. And what we will do is I'm going to try and draw, well, first of all, I'm just going to draw and if you look at the top of this screen, the computer has figured out, it says, do you mean tree, palm tree, mother palm tree, a Christmas tree, or any of these kinds of trees? I like that one a lot. So I'm going to stick with this tree. And I am going to use this button right here called Select. I'm going to select the button. I'm going to use this window. I'm going to shrink it down a little bit because originally it was really big. I'm going to use that. And then I have a go back to the AutoDraw button, and I'm going to make some lines like that. So up here at the top, it says, did you mean this, or this, or this, or this? Or it even thinks that it could be waves. But I'm going to go with these guys. And I'm going to use that select button again. I'm going to shrink it down. And I'm going to use a keyboard control. It's called Control C. Control C. And then I'm going to move that other one over there. So now it looks like I've got grass all along the bottom. Then, if I wanted to, I want to go back up here to AutoDraw. And I'm going to make and it says, do you mean another tree? No, I don't mean another tree. Do you mean a hand? No, I don't mean to hand, but I will pick one of these clouds, and I'm going to let it use that. So let's look at these. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can see that little mouse that I'm moving around? Good. I was afraid you couldn't see that mouse. So this is the select button. This lets me select things, and then you can change. Sometimes you can, yes, you can change the color. So I'm going to make them. And then we've got the AutoDraw, the magic AutoDraw button. If it is the little AutoDraw button with the sparkles around it, that's the one that will tell you, oh, did you mean this? But if you use the one underneath it that says just draw, then anything that you draw is just what you draw. You can, I'm going to use this little button down here that says undo. And then you've got the type button, which means you can start typing things up here. So I'm going to type in my AutoDraw picture. We've got a fill button, which means you can do everything in that one color. So I'm going to pick green, and I'm going to go green grass. Whoop! See, now that's a problem because it thinks that it's the sky. So I'm going to select the actual lines. I'm going to, and there's more colors down the side.
Miss Franz?
Yes, darling.
I was trying to get on my Chromebook. You wouldn't let me in because I didn't have my exact name, but it always pops in that mine was Diva something.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know if you guys heard, but we had some problems with the middle school last week. So it's now a big school-wide rule that you have to have your name to log in. That's just why I couldn't let you in. I appreciate you letting me know, but we're not supposed to let people in unless we know exactly who it is.
What happened?
I will not worry about telling you that right now. We can talk about that another time. So the last thing I'm going to do, just to keep showing you guys what we're doing, is I'll add in there.
What are we doing?
We're working on if you can, oh, you can see my screen though, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're working on Nearpod. Not Nearpod at the moment. I'm showing you AutoDraw. We're on a Nearpod, but we'll get back to that in a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and mute you, darling, because I need to get going on with the class.
What's the Nearpod code?
The Nearpod code is going to be copied into the chat box. And all right, next up.
Miss Franz, can we start?
Give me just a moment, darling, and then I will tell you what we're going to do, and I will let you get a chance to get started, okay?
Can't see the code for Nearpod.
Oh, that would probably be why. Try it again. All right, so I'm going to exit that, and I'm going to go back into our Nearpod. At least I'm going to try. There we go. So I was showing you how to use AutoDraw, and what do I want you to do in AutoDraw? I want you to pick one of these challenges or come up with something completely new to you. You can see my example right there is that I try to draw one of my dogs. Draw something you did over the summer, or draw, and it should say your favorite place outside. I don't know how the word favorite got left out. Draw a hero, draw a robot, make an alien, or just start a scribble and see where it takes you from there. Yesterday I did a scribble and it came up with the Eiffel Tower. So I tried to, make the Eiffel Tower in Paris. If you are on your Google Classroom, and I'll put that code back in the chat, you can upload your picture to the assignment, because the assignment does have use AutoDraw and upload it into the assignment. So if you didn't catch all of this, don't worry. It'll be okay. You'll get a chance to get caught up. And the last thing I want to talk to you guys about, and this will be, I'll put this in your Google Classroom too, is that there is an art survey, an art supplies survey I need you to take, and it's just to let me know who has what. So like if everybody in the school has a lot of paint, then cool, I know we can do projects with paint. If everybody in the school has you know, the ability to get to some yarn, then I will be able to do projects that have yarn. So that is what I am looking for with this. And then the last thing is just have fun. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. And I've got...
Can you let in Diva something?
I don't know who that is. Again, they need...
That's me.
It's you.
Yes.
It's already in here. I don't need to let you...
I'm trying to get on my computer since it's harder because I keep moving my screen around on this tablet.
Okay.
You can change my name.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know who it was to begin with. But you're in here for right now. All right. So, my friends, that is what I've got for you today. So, I know. That's why I tried to mute everybody. Let me see. I've got Mariah has a question. What's up, darling?
Oh, I figured out how to do it now.
Well, good. I'm glad you did. All right. Everybody else seems to be good. I've got everything. I think we've got everything up here. I've written down, I've made note of who's here. If you let me, I'm going to put on some music and mute myself for a moment so I can get you the Google Classroom links and the code and the AutoDraw so you can come look in there. So if anybody hasn't been able to join that way, I will get that for you in just a moment. And if you are good, if you think you know what to do, if you're in Google Classroom and you want to go use the AutoDraw for a few moments, you're welcome to. I mean, you can log and head out. So let's get some music.
Are you supposed to be in Nearpod right now?
You don't have to be anymore since I'm done with the presentation. That's okay.
So we're just drawing in a notebook?
Using the AutoDraw website.
So I'm supposed to search up AutoDraw?
Yes. If you didn't get to see the presentation, you can sit down for a moment and watch the video that I did because it will go back over it. But I'm also going to try and post this on, repost this particular recording. Let me get your...
Can we do the AutoDraw?
Yeah, you can work on it. All right, that is the class, that's your Google Classroom link. Your code is coming up. And there's your code underneath it. So in case that is not very helpful, I will write that out again.
Miss Frig, when your paper was like a real paper, my paper is like this way.
So if you look in the upper left corner, there's 3 lines up in the very top left corner. If you click on those, you can find different paper to use.
I made my paper full.
There you go. Ryan, I'm not sure I've been able to hear you, darling. So if you want to type, I'll unmute you. But if I can't hear you, you just might have to type your thing. And Ethan, I'll get to you when I'm done with Ryan. Okay? What's up, Ryan?
I don't have water paint. I just have regular paint.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
I said I don't have water paint.
Oh, that's fine. That's okay. That's why I did this. That's why I did the survey, just so I know who's got what kind of things. There's no judgment.
I just have regular paint.
That's, hey, that's cool too. All right, let me get Ethan. What was your question, bud?
How do we get to the AutoDraw?
If you go to the Google
Do
Class,
we like exit a near spot and then
I think you asked me how to get to AutoDraw, but it kind of broke up. If you go to the Google Classroom, there is an assignment there, and there will be a link to AutoDraw in there, but I will also link it in the website or our chat box real quick, and you can download.
I got it.
And I realized I need to show you something else. So let me share with you guys just for a moment again. All right, so when you look up here, and this is what on it was Sarah. Somebody asked me if you need to go to the left, top left corner, there's 3 lines. This is where you can find different sheets, different pieces of paper, different sizes, but it's also where you can download your picture. Unfortunately, because I changed my paper, I lost my picture, so I don't have anything to download. But if you are just doing a scribble to see what you come up with, like it thinks I just drew a, there we go, looks like a banana split. I can come over here to the menu button and hit download, and it will download my picture. That's how you can put that up on the website. So I'm gonna stop sharing with you for that. I can give you guys, I'm gonna stay on for about 5 more minutes. And if you think you're good, you're welcome to head out. If you want to hang out here for a few more minutes, you can. Wait, no, you have a class, don't you? So you guys can't hang out for very long. So.
Can you let in Diva again?
Well, it's time for you to go. So.
Oh, it is?
It's 9:30. Y'all have another class coming up, don't you?
We probably have break right now?
I don't know. I thought you had ELA after this. So, well, I'm having people head out. So, yeah, if you have any questions or if you want to stick around for another minute or two, I will be here. If you think you have got this, you are good to go. I will end our meeting in about 3 minutes so I don't make anybody really late for another class. But if you think that you've got it, you are welcome. If you need to, moms and dads listening, I'm going to write my email address, or if you need my email address, it's going to come up in the chat box right there. Otherwise, it has been fantastic to see you guys. I'm very excited to. Yes, darling. Oh, hold on. Where'd Ryan go? There she goes. Oh, I guess she left. All right, friends. We got about 2 minutes, but if you guys need to head out, go ahead and head out.
Do you know where we go next?
You may need to pop in with Miss Simons and ask for Donovan. I don't know where you would go next either. I'm sorry. All right, guys. It was good to see you, but I'm going to close the meeting so y'all can head on to the next place.